Hello, and welcome back to Pyre. We're gonna go... Let's get right back in and see how the Nightwings are doing. Alright, so we're in Flagging Hands. We already spoke to everyone after the last rite, and now we're going to continue our journey. Let's see, okay, we only have one location that we can go to. Big Bertrude's. Big Bertrude's. A small bog-dweller outpost at the edge of the sea. The lone minstrel says someone here can help you pursue the stars across the sea. I really love the animation of the wagon moving. This is the place. Let us go to see my client's companion as soon as you are ready. Anything to do here? We click real quick. I think there is nothing perhaps new to do here. Off. Headwind is off on his own. Okay, no. We're gonna stop there and go seek Big Bertrude. Seek Big Bertrude. The lone minstrel says his client has a friend here who can aid your quest. Big Bertrude's is a sickly gathering of bog dwellers who stay within the shadows. Yet you can feel their eyes surveying everything. The lone minstrel steps forward. Big Bertrude is a small bog-dweller outpost at the edge of the sea. All sorts of contraband used to come through here, some of it fatal if touched or inhaled. Sandalwood sent us. Those words are enough to make the bog-dwellers snap to attention. They emerge from the mud and dark and begin inspecting your black wagon with their strange tools. One of the bog-dwellers slithers forth. She is larger than the rest, and leaves no doubt that she commands the others. Thou speakest the name Sandalwood. We would know his whereabouts. Reveal them to us. Good day to you, Big Bertrude. It is a pleasure to meet you at last, for Sandalwood always spoke highly of you and your handiwork. He did he? In turn, we know who thou must be. Yet thou speakest of the past. Sandalwood, doth he yet live? Speak plain and quickly. To be quite frank with you, madam, I do not know for certain, for I have been apart from him for some time, carrying out his will. Though I have every faith that Sandalwood, lives. As for his current whereabouts, I understand that he awaits us somewhere near Wakingwood, beyond the waters. Wakingwood is a labyrinth of a forest on the western half of Black Basin. Few know their way around in it. The path to the sacred Mount Elodiel lies far beyond the suffocating woods. We wish to seek him there. Though, as you can see, our wagon is ill-suited for the task. The one called Bertrude frowns at this, studying the lone minstrel all the while. Indeed. Then leave us. Return at dawn. That is all. By your grace, Big Bertrude. The lone minstrel turns away, but Headwind stops him. Hold on. Are you sure about this? Leaving the wagon in their care? All should be in accordance with my client's plan. You keep calling Sandalwood your client. He must reward you well. In a manner of speaking. He helped me find a sense of purpose I thought lost. Headwind nods at this, then turns to you. Well, my friend, I guess we'll see what happens, right? I'm off to let the others know. You find yourself with time for your vocations. while the bog dwellers go about their business. Alright, I get to choose something I want to do. Forge for resources. Mentor a companion. That's always tempting, because I like leveling up characters and getting new powers. Study in private. Hone your skills as a reader to grant small global bonuses to your fellow exiles during the rites. Well, let's definitely try out some of the other ones. So I'm going to try this one, because if I have another chance to trade, I might be able to pick up another sweet talisman from the slug market. So we're going to choose this one this time. Flayed Vines. You sent something Falcon Ron values here. Some of the vegetation here is strong enough to have its uses. Acid baths. You sense a mystical artifact here. Well, that's attractive. Some old artifacts remain preserved within this noxious liquid. Well, I am going to play with my curiosity, which was going to be going to the acid baths. Hoping I don't get some sort of negative modifier to a character due to it. This is what we're gonna do. Well, chum, had enough scrounging for one day? Usually there isn't much, but if you never look, you never get. And believe you me, it adds up. Ooh, pretty. What do we find? Mottled Flask. Rank 1 talisman. Oh. All those in the Bearer's Triumvirate recover stamina faster than usual. Plus 2%. While drinking from the flask is not strictly necessary for its enchantment, many tend to do so anyway. Nice! I wish I'd saved some of those dust things so I could rank that up. That is a really nice bonus. Alright. And that's all there is to do now. We'll continue our journey. The lone minstrel finds you early the next day. Reader, it is ready. Please, come have a look. The others are already there. The lone minstrel beckons you to come see the wagon. Oh, please, yes, step inside. Whoa, it's clean. What? Amazing, amazing. The black wagon appears different. Yeah. The black wagon appears different now than it did even a day before. The hull is fully sealed and reinforced, and all manner of nautical equipment adorns the port side. Wow. You people seeing this? I'm gonna have a look around. The wagon should be fit for sea voyage. Let us depart at your earliest convenience. What about Big Bertrude? She then appears as if on cue. Tell that Sandalwood he owes us twice over. If I may, Big Bertrude, you could tell him yourself if you wish to accompany us in our voyage north. Our group would welcome someone of your vast experience. Dare they make flirtations upon us? No, enough. But, should you see that Sandalwood, tell him also to come and visit us again. Now be gone from here, and tell no one that we were paid in favors. She slithers off without another word. Soon the lone minstrel breaks the silence. Sorry, that was so funny to me, I just can't help it. We are fortunate that she assisted us, but we should go, just as she said. I know the navigational controls and shall explain. This is so exciting! I don't know how to swim! Tiso seems to share Ray's enthusiasm for heading out to sea. I am beginning to feel ill already. Your black wagon became seaworthy. The Sea of Solis awaits. Well, set sail, I suppose. Worm Gulf. You have not yet been to this region of the downside. Before she left, Big Bertrude shared knowledge of a current that should draw you out to sea. That's it, huh? Okay. Here we go. Oh, that was so cool. Transformed. You and your companions watch the sea as your wagon rolls over the gentle waves. We have crossed into Worm Gulf. I hope that all of you are acclimating well. There is no acclimating to these worm-infested waters. We risk everything to sail here. By worm, they mean... Pyre means exiled worms of the Sea Dominion tend to seek out the cold of the downsides seas. Known for being reckless and single-minded, they were perfectly suited to fill the Commonwealth's front lines. Oh, interesting. I wonder what they actually are then. As long as we follow the cold current Big Bertrude indicated, we shall be safe. If the next rite is in the middle of this sea, how will our adversaries meet us there? They shall find their way, as we find ours. It is all part of the scribe's design. Now, reader, please confirm the next point on our sea journey. We seek the Hulk Oris. The Hulk Oris. According to the stars, the next rite shall soon commence here. A carcass of the doomed exploring vessel Dazraban, lost in the waters of the downside. Okay, Outer Solis. Fetid waters off the coast of Flagging Hands. Bertrude's instructions are to navigate the maze of maws in a curving route bearing northeast. Oh, that sounds like a bit of a game I'm gonna have to play through. I love this animation. It's like this sort of almost dark thing that has this kind of zany Warner Brothers sort of animation to it, and it's I don't know, and it works. The wagon continues rolling gently across the waves, which seems to you a welcome change of pace after having come from Flagging Hands not very long ago. However, Jodariel seems more concerned now than before and paces ceaselessly. When she notices Ruki, she stops him for some questioning. Greentail, how is he doing? Who, Hedwig? Oh, he's pretty much the same. Been up all night, retching in the waters if I had to guess. His first time out at sea? His first. She turns to you. Reader, please check on Hedwig when you have the opportunity. He requires our support, and we require his swift recovery. You wish them a good afternoon as you go check up on the others in the group. Oh, poor Hedwig. Later, you find Hedwig looking out of sorts. Oh, hello, my friend. It's just... the sea hasn't been good for me, I guess. It's funny. All this trouble, just to get back to the Commonwealth of all places. Hey, tell me something. What do you miss the most about that place? Heaven wants to know what you miss about your past life. Your book collection. Sure, it was highly illegal, though just the same, you miss having had access to those volumes. The few friends you had. Your life was almost always difficult, but several of your longtime confidants did help you to get by. Perhaps the food. Your mouth waters at the thought of it, at least compared with what passes for sustenance here. Or nothing springs to mind. You have made conscious efforts to discard most of your memories of living in the Commonwealth. That is tough for me I'm tempted on a personal level to choose the food, but I think it might be more in character, I hesitate to say, with choosing the book collection. You tell him that you miss your book collection most of all, after having taken many pains and risks to put it together. I figured as much. I bet they burned all of your books, didn't they? Those scum. Anyway, I'll be fine. I think. Thank you for checking up on me. You sense he wishes to be alone. There is not much to be done for him for now. It appears Hedwyn is too ill to conduct the next rite. May he soon get well, yes, please. I am sorry for my interruption, reader. Please again confirm the next point on our voyage. Alright. According to Bertrude, the celestial landmark you seek is beyond this strait. Off we go. Poor Hedwyn. Sea of Solis. Ooh, it's so pretty. By the scribes! The sea. I didn't know it was so beautiful. Having escaped the waters of Worm Gulf, you can now see what must be the hulk of Oris far on the horizon. Not everyone has taken well to the sea voyage, however. Oh, Tizo. Tizo is wondering if Hedwyn is feeling better. He requires further rest, Tizo. All we can do is to wish him a swift recovery. Reader, sir. From this point, our voyage must diverge from Bertrude's instructions. Please, consult with your companions about which course to take. Okay. And the hulk is here. Alright. Underking Pass. The north current toward the hulk of Oris runs as quick as Underking Oris himself. Ray believes that the 8 scribes shall bless you here. Fathomless Trench. The south current toward the hulk of Oris teems with fish and other sea life. Tizo wants to fish for something tasty here. Blessings, tasty stuff. I'm thinking either one is going to give us a bonus of some type. Question is exactly what shall it be? Well, I think this is the first time Tizo may have offered advice, so I don't remember if that's true, but I think it may be. So we're gonna go and take his advice this time. The sea is peaceful for the most part, save for occasional strange shimmers beneath the surface. You realize the lone minstrel is looking down at them along with you. There's shapes down there. Some must be worms of the Sea Dominion, cast into exile. The Sea Dominion is a vast and war-torn undersea regime, home to untold numbers of amphibious worms. Having conquered their waters, the worms clambered onto the Commonwealth shores in search of new wars. I understand they tirelessly fought the Commonwealth's wars, having grown weary of their own. They must make worthy adversaries. Tizo appears to have spotted something tasty. Yeah, he was very excited. Tizo dives without warning into the depths below. Oh god. And there he goes again. That one enjoys being at sea. despite its perils. Eventually, the little imp resurfaces, clutching something in his claws. Tizo caught a froth sea flounder. You could always sell it. Froth sea flounder. Trade item, value 93 suns. This can be sold at the slug market. A limbless, cold-blooded creature caught at sea. Okay. That could be good. We're here. At last, you arrive at the Hulk of Ores, after journeying across the sea. It seems the next rite is to commence here soon, though there is no sign of your next adversaries yet. Alright, and the slug market is in fact here, and there's a new page revealed. Well, let's talk to people here. What is this? Nautica Bell. Among the Black Wagon seafaring equipment, Hedwyn uses it to signal when food is ready. A keepsake from Big Bertrude's. I can ring it. Ha ha ha. That's funny. Okay. Jordario seems to have something on her mind. Reader, a moment of your time. You ask what is on her mind. Hedwyn. He is beginning to recover from his illness. However, its sudden onset served as a reminder, I believe. I have known Hedwyn since he was a child. Even now, I hesitate to say that he has grown. Nevertheless, there are such things that even I would never say to him directly. For instance, I struggle with his confidence at times. Whether he leads us to our freedom or our doom, I am ambivalent. Speak not a word of this to him, of course, in case that is unclear. I shall tell him in my own way if and when the time requires. In any case, when times remind me of his mortal weaknesses, I end up having to consider what should happen should we become separated permanently. She trails off a while. What I mean to say is, you should know that I am fully pledged now to this quest of ours, whether Hedwyn is the one to lead us to its end or not. I have my reasons. One of them is him. I expect the same holds true for you. That is all I wish to say. Take care, reader. She nods and brushes past you toward the door. Okay. What's this? Silver Cudgelhead. Limbless, cold-blooded creature rescued from the sea. It is fully grown and has led a rich life. A keepsake from the Warren Gulf. Okay. Alright. A new page in the book. Down the river. Down the river. In the words of Gol Galathanian, the Master General. The Emperor Solimer knew naught of this, of course. His expedition yielded not the treasure he desired, but brought him closer to his country than he had ever been before. As he traveled down the river Sclorian in pursuit of greed, he found instead an inkling of shame. He saw the sunken faces of his people, heard their words for him. In time he could not ignore it, and it proved more than he could bear. The river finally claimed him, his belongings, and his retinue. Once the people heard, I understand they cried with joy. Perhaps he ought to have perished, but the mercy shown to him, I think, is what transformed him. Oh, interesting. All right. The books. Okay. Nothing else new, except these funny portholes with fish and water in them. Okay. Back outside. To the slug market. Oh, hey you guys. Funny running into you out here right in the middle of a drink. Know what I mean? Not a lot of customers today, so have a look. I'll give you a good deal. What do we have here? Thorned Knot. When aura casting, raise the bear's maximum rage plus 8%. Thorns are long dead and dried, yet retain some old enchantment through the superficial pain they cause. Ouch. Alright, well, we're definitely gonna trade that. That's more or less precisely what it's for. We definitely want this. I'm glad these are so cheap. We're gonna probably upgrade that. Yep. That's 60, that's 15. Oh, really? It's very expensive. That's less expensive, but... tempting. These two, of course, are the most tempting. That would leave me with not enough to purchase these guys over here. Plus 2 presents to the bearer. We're casting this. I'm still not exactly sure what that does. I only am supposing what that does. But I understand what that means exactly. So I definitely want that. It's also cheap. Yes. Thank you. This, of course, looks awesome, but that's very, very expensive. Let's do presents. I think I might, even though this is the newer, I think I'm going to go with this one. Because I know what that does. We're going to do that, yes. Thank you, sir. I don't know. Let's wait and see how the roster selection process is going to go. I don't know. Can I use it right now? Oh, yeah. We're going to do that right now. Okay. Okay. That is good. You guys take care, okay? And thanks for doing business. Well, I guess we're ready. Hopefully, I'll win this one too. Though failure eventually is inevitable. You reach the celestial landmark and soon will stand against your adversaries. Okay, let's do it, Nightwings. Having landed at the Hulk of Oris, you and your fellow exiles now anticipate the hour that the rites are to commence again. What do you think, Tizo? Don't I look just like Mr. Headwind? Tizo is worried that Headwind is still feeling unwell. Wait, I think... What's that? A serpentine... What? A serpentine... Okay. A serpentine creature emerges from the water, followed by several others of its kind. You recognize it as a worm of the Sea Dominion. What they all are doing here, you see plain by their ritual raiments. The nearest one somehow loosens its mask. Whoa. Worm Knight. Oh, this is great. Good sirs, and good ladies. So it is you that heed the summons in glorious competition against this knight and his brigade. Well then, let us do battle now without delay. More than our freedom is at stake here, but our very honor. And this knight fully intends to reclaim his. Oh, and lest this knight forget. He is called Sir Gilman. He salutes you all on behalf of the Pyrehearts. Until the contest! Sir Gilman. He is a once proud knight of the Sea Dominion, on a self-made quest to regain his honor. The Pyrehearts. A triumvirate of worm knights who perceive the rites as great battles to be won. He splashes out of view just as the stars above begin to shimmer with strange light.
Relentless, aren't we, reader? Even the vastness of the sea was not enough to thwart your coming here, unto the Hulk of Oris. You would be wise not to underestimate your adversaries here, despite their pitiable look. I am, of course, referring to the Pyrehearts. These rites are but another war to them, and that makes you their mortal enemy. I expect your battle to be glorious.
Oh boy. Okay, there's a lot of stuff in the middle. This is going to be interesting. Okay. Your fellow exiles are gathered on the rotting deck of the Hull of Oris. As your adversaries clamber into view, Rookie paws up to them.
You got him, Tommy.
Say, what are you worms even doing here? Can't you just swim back to the Commonwealth, or the Sea Dominion, or wherever it is you're from? Haha, an excellent point! It seems then that these adversaries and the rites are clever. Wouldn't you say, sire? Just get rid of them already, Gilman. As your commanding officer, this knight hereby commands it. Hark! This knight wishes to introduce his noble commander. No worm knight in history has withstood as many frontline battles. Doff your helm, sire, as is our custom. May our adversaries tremble at the sight of you. Sir Gilman attends to his commander's mask, despite his protests. Wait! Ah! Give this knight his mask! This knight hereby presents to you the great Sir Deluge. A noble visage, is it not? Sir Deluge. He is a petty worm knight of the Sea Dominion who somehow survived countless battles. Sir Deluge trembles and squirms. So yes, you can swim, or no? Ha! Of course, we knights can swim. All knights of the Sea Dominion can. But we are exiles in this land, the same as ye. We can swim, 'tis true, but 'tis summarily impossible to swim back the river down which we were flushed to end up here. Nay, there is but one way to return. Silence, Gilman! Nobody cares! But back to your post! Sir Gilman hesitates, but does as he is told. This knight knows who you are, Nightwings, and he is not afraid of you. He somehow climbs back into his mask and coils up to his full height. Now, on guard! The exiles of the Worm Triumvirate take their positions as you focus on the Book of Rites. Oh, they're tiny. I bet they are fast. Reader, Hedwin's illness means he cannot help us here. He shall be counting on us.
Who shall conduct the rite?
That is a really good question. Probably some fast people. Okay, we are gonna swap that out for. Ooh. Can you not wear the other one? Let's see, +3 hope. No, we're gonna keep that on you. We're gonna use you. We're gonna use you and then Rookie. Oh, you can use that. Yes. So this is a after Rookie casts it, or it lasts longer than usual. It's 200%. You know what? No, I'm gonna leave that on him. Actually, that's probably a lot better.
Rookie, it is done.
No way these Worm Knight bozos are faster than me. Guildmen, it's a status report. What is the enemy's position? They now stand ready to confront us, sire. A very brave triumvirate they seem to this knight's eye. But brave? Air-sucking monsters one and all. Pyrehearts, be ready!
Now begin. 'Twas bound to happen. The path to glory laid bare.
Whew, alright.
How very fortunate. Onward thus to greater glory.
Okay, they are pretty fast. I really do need to be careful.
Gilman banished.
No! I meant to jump. Nope,
From
okay.
burning flame to ash.
Be careful. They're small and squirrely. Nope! Oh no! That was foolish. Galeman! Your form is sloppy! Fight them as though your miserable life is on the line! Your words do wound me, sire. This knight gives every right his very, very best. Though perhaps we do have much to learn from such a brave triumvirate as the one whom we now face. Whose side are you on? Get out there and vanquish them at once! They seem to be arguing? Oh, I think this is our chance.
There seems to be dissension in your adversaries' ranks. 'Tis little wonder these fool worm knights are no longer fit to serve the Commonwealth. Another banishment.
Oh no, that was bad for me.
Scribes. The orb is up.
Nope. Dang it! I gotta stop leaving that open. There we go. Okay, alright.
Now end the ceremony.
No! Oh my gosh! Alright, Devario. What?
There it is.
How do they fit back there?
A show of strength from the Nightwings' opponents.
Phew.
Oh, boo. And
There we go.
it's done.
Oh, phew, I did it! Oh my god, those guys were getting me weird.
Who prevail? I thought for certain they would not.
Thanks, I guess.
The rite is complete.
Whew. The sea was making me a little queasy, honestly. But we still won! We won! I expected more from the worm knights of the Sea Dominion. Those worms were quick, all right, but Rookie Greentail's quicker. You were rather quick, Rookie. This knight commends you, noble Nightwings. Gloriously fought indeed, and this knight shall wistfully remember this defeat until the end of his days. Silence, Gilman! This is all your fault, and now, cavorting with our enemies. How dare you! This knight was but attempting honorary compliments, sire. Is it not in accordance with the right to praise one's adversary on a worthy outcome? Why are they? This knight will show you worthy, you miserable little minnow. You are a failure, Gilman! Get now from this knight's sight!
What stirs now
Brutal.
in the hearts of all these exiles?
Focus, training, prowess. The path toward survival on the blood border. These rites make similar demands of us. Blood border. Blood border is the northern edge of the Commonwealth. Blah, 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 blah. Let me start over. The northern edge of the Commonwealth is a flat and vulnerable expanse. The high-wing remnants seized upon it at every opportunity, from the cover of clouds or darkness. Excellent. Oh, okay. So let's see. What's this one? Relentless Vigor. After banishing an adversary, Jodariel instantly recovers all her stamina. I like that. Because her dash is really fast, actually. And, but it takes her stamina very, very rapidly. Oh, but that's very attractive. Crushing Heal. When landing from a jump, Jodariel briefly stuns nearby adversaries, making them drop the orb. A wayward glance or passing whim was cause enough for condemnation by the Emperor Myrrh. And then we also have Brazen Manner. For 7 seconds after saluting her adversaries, Jodariel deals an additional 10 damage to the adversary's pyre. The Emperor Myrrh lived for years in blissful ignorance of the disorder festering throughout the Empire. I'm not super good landing her in the pyre. I don't know if I want to go that way right now. This one's pretty attractive because her jump's pretty serious. Although I do like this too due to the dash. I think I may actually go ahead and take this one. Okay then. Alright, we're good? Okay. Yep.
Until the next rite.
After besting the Pyrehearts, in spite of almost having lost, you at last return to the wagon with your companions. There is little discussion of the Pyrehearts, who seem to have already swam off toward wherever next the stars directed them. Instead, your fellow exile's attention turned toward your companion, who is absent for the rite. How is Hedwyn? The lone minstrel makes a sound, but no words form, as yet. Something is troubling him. I urged him to remain bedridden. And he simply would not listen. I am very sorry, but... Wait. What? Everyone stares at the lone minstrel in stunned silence. The lone minstrel breathes a heavy sigh. But then... Hey, what's with the long faces, everyone? Minstrel! I should wring that neck of yours. As I was attempting to explain, Hedwyn is already up and about. Despite my having strongly recommended further rest. Those that are unaccustomed to sea voyage and take ill, they are very likely to experience further symptoms if they do not remain bedridden, or at least sedentary. Hedwyn is running a considerable risk of having to spend another night in great discomfort. What are you, a doctor? Nay, although I traveled once with one, extensively. Look, I appreciate your caution and concern, Tariq, but I'm pretty well accustomed to discomfort here, and I had to see how things turned out tonight. I haven't had to stay out of a rite like that before. So, you are back among the living then, Hedwyn. I was just seasick! Nevertheless, your full recovery requires rest. I think we all could use some rest after tonight. Anyway, thank you everyone for your concern, and I'm sorry that I worried you or caused you further burden. He turns to you. My friend, what do you say we figure out where to go next? I'm beginning to miss being on solid ground. You follow him outside where the night sky awaits. Hey, I wanted to thank you for conducting the rite back there without me being there. I could rest easy knowing you and the others would get through it. Anyway, I'll leave you to your reading. can't begin to imagine where we'll be off to next. We're well past anywhere on the downside I've ever been. Even Jody hasn't gone this far. He bids you a good evening as you turn your attention back to the sky. The stars shine down upon you. Okay. Whoa, is it? Oh wow, is this it? This is the one. Triesta, the Silver Star. The Silver Star burns bright over the fissured lands of Black Basin. Still further north then. Not simply north. This shall prove difficult. What's the problem? Our destination is beyond the Deathless Tempest. A vessel such as ours has little hope of traversing it intact. The Deathless Tempest. The Deathless Tempest is a tempest raging in the Sea of Solis, seemingly for all eternity. The storm that arose after the death of the sea titan, unfathomed Plurnus, never has entirely subsided. Oh boy. Can't we go around it? Given our confrontation with the Pyrehearts, our chances back in worm-held waters would be even worse. Come on, people! It'll be just another day in the downside. Go get yourself some sleep while we still can. Bet you'll feel better in the morning. Your optimism is infectious. Isn't it? You all concur that rest is in order, for the sea journey has been taxing to everyone. Come daybreak, you shall have to find a way to sail past the Deathless Tempest. Alright, well let's check what people have to say about what just happened. And we'll stop there. Tizo? Tizo has something to say. Tizo seems to have something on his mind. Tizo has been in a rather cheerful mood since being out at sea, and seems pleased to see you. Tizo is grateful at having had the opportunity to catch a fish for old time's sake. Tizo is asking if you want to know why he loves fishing so much. You sense his inquiry is rhetorical in nature, so you anticipate his response. Whoa. Tizo loves catching fish because he hates them and everything they stand for. He has devoted his life to the eradication of their kind, ever since they killed his family. He seems on the verge of tears, though as far as you are aware, imps cannot cry. Then he leers at you, eyes wide, expecting a response. It seems he told you a joke. How to respond to Tizo's attempt at humor? Boy, laugh heartily! Tizo seems like he could use encouragement, assuming what he was, in fact, in jest. Smile and nod. It was a noble effort, though perhaps you do not yet fully grasp the nuance of imp humor. Ignore it. Now is not the time for Tizo to be making jokes. You are on a very serious quest. No, we need to do something here. Oh boy. Well, I thought it was pretty funny. So, let's try this and see what happens. We're gonna laugh heartily. You muster your best belly laugh following Tizo's joke. Okay, that was not the best choice. He stares at you sidelong for a moment. Tizo admits the real reason he loves catching fish is because Falcon Ron pays a lot of soul for them. He snickers back at you and bounces off. Oh no, that was a good choice. Tizo's gained +1 hope for the next rite. Awesome. I'll have to remember that so that we can choose him. Alright. Anything? No. Rookie's trying to catch sea creatures. Tizo is nearby. Hedwyn is practicing his letters. Really? That's interesting. Hedwyn is trying to learn how to read. That is pretty interesting. Oops. Jadario is washing her clothes. The minstrel is out in the sea breeze. Alright. Very nice. Well, that'll do it, everyone. Thank you for coming along. Until next time, take care, everyone, and we'll see you then.